Welcome back, Taffers. I'm Chububba01, and in this episode, we are moving on to Chapter 3 of Thief 2: The Metal Age, and in this episode, we are breaking into the police station of all places. Which, you know, I guess that's fair. In the first game, we broke into the prison, so let's load up the beginning and restart.
Last night, an unusual opportunity knocked on my door. Naturally, I was a little suspicious, but my visitor said the job was too sensitive to go through the usual channels. He claimed that an old contact of mine told him where to find me. I was about to ask him who our mutual friend was when he managed to distract me. The job is to break into Shoalsgate Station, headquarters of the City Watch, and quietly frame a certain Lieutenant Hagan for robbing the evidence vault. Hagan is Sheriff Truart's number 2 man, and has no doubt made life difficult for someone he shouldn't have. My unusually resourceful employer has given me all the information I need to pull this off, including a very detailed map of the building. All I have to do is choose a way in, plan my route, and get back out, without alerting the bulls. I realize that breaking into Shoalsgate is like looking down a burrick's mouth with a lit match, but it would pay me enough to lay low for a while, and it doesn't hurt to be giving the police some dirty laundry to deal with either. Besides, with my luck, if I don't take this job, I could end up in there anyway.
Right, so on Expert, we cannot let the police set off the mechanist's alarm that was installed there. We cannot knock out or kill anyone. Now, this is different on the different difficulties. On normal, you can't knock out or kill more than 5 guards. On hard, you can't knock out or kill more than 2. Of course, on Expert, you can't knock out or kill anyone. And that is what makes this mission really difficult. We need to go to Lieutenant Hagan's office, grab a personal item to be used for framing him. We need to drop that personal item in the vault, and then steal the strongbox from the vault and leave it in Hagan's office. So we're going to frame Hagan, and then we leave. So what I'm going to get, I'm going to get a slow fall potion. So I don't remember if I'm going to get one of those later. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm just not even going to use. The tip is not useful either, so save your money. It's like checking the trash cans and so on. I know I'm going to need moss arrows. I'm going to need rope arrows. I have 1 scouting orb. I'll take a second, although I don't think I'll use it, and I'll do the rest in water arrows. I'll get a broadhead, even though I can't use those either. Alright, so if you are new to this series, or this is your first venture in here, I have the gamma cranked way, way up so that you can see. And let's start with an Easter egg. The easiest way to see the Easter egg is just to throw a scouting orb over the fence. And there we go. Dancing zombies. Ba-doo boo doo boo doo. Clap. Ba-doo boo doo boo boo. Anyway, we can't get that back, but that's okay. I'm not going to use it. We are out front of the police station. And see those things there? That's some of the mechanist stuff. I'm going to take a quick saved it because I'm going to run out here and die. So you can see what these things do. They are kind of scary. How's that? So we don't want to do that. Instead, I'm going to go back here behind this building, which happens to be a bar, and pick up a couple water arrows. Wrong button. And then we're going to go around to the door. And you just want to kind of stay out of sight of that camera and those cannonball vomiting monsters. You know, the mechanists, they don't develop something useful like a Roomba. We're going to do security cameras.
My favorite year.
Security cameras and, yeah, just weapon shooting things. Right, and so we've kind of cleaned out everything outside the police station. I want to, can I check something on the volume? Options, audio. Well, okay, fine, whatever. It's just that when Garrett talks, it makes me jump. He talks really loud in this episode. Favorite sounds. Right, there's nothing in this giant room, although you can come over here and flip that thing, but there's nothing in there. I want to say maybe on the easiest level there's some fire arrows, I can't English, fire arrows in there, but I'm not totally sure about that. Alright, we're going to swim. And you'll get lots of air pockets. I suggest using those and let your air fill up, because I get stuck in these pipes sometimes and it's really annoying. This is probably the longest stretch, because then you have to go down. There's no air where I'm at right now. We'll go through. Okay. I'm sure you can see that. Me adjusting volumes. This room would confuse me. I came in from the right, on the right hand side, so I'm going down the left, having some trouble. And I'm just gonna go for it. Once you see that metal thing, that means you're near the end. Now you should have mice here, but in the very first version of Thief, these were those little spiders. Very annoying. So we have some flares that we won't use. We've got two paths. Let's take this one. Because there's secrets down here. See that wall? There's lots of little hidden doorways and things in this. Oh, the hidden doorways and stuff here in the police station, of all places. We're gonna go this way first, because I tend to forget about some loot in here. This is the lab. There's nothing in the lab. And the morgue. All the rooms have these nice little brass nameplates. Cause of death, pagan worship. Oh, there it is.
He won't need that anymore.
So, one of the things I like about this level besides we're sneaking around a police station, is this is where the story really starts to kick into gear. We're not going to go up that way. We're going to go back and then back down this other hall. The map on here is pretty detailed. But anyway, the story really starts to kick in here. And so you're going to hear a lot about the pagans and the police. And just go ahead and hit all three of these. You might have to go back and pause on those if you want to read them. Most of those things. You guys can't treat me
like this. I'm a veteran.
Yeah, I bet that's where you learn to pickpocket so well.
When I got back, my family was
Now you do have to be careful of those guards. If you're clumsy, they will come out.
He's got a real soft spot.
There's nothing in here. It's just kind of interesting though. And there's a haunt who doesn't care anything about you.
There's no law in the city anymore. No justice. Just the strong abusing the weak.
That went right through her head.
Shame on us.
Oh wait, there's one crazy person. Crazier person. That's not you.
Life stinks and then you die.
Not
Then
you.
life is long without you. I'll never get out of this stinking hole. Why would I no good anymore for him to die?
Oh, yeah. He's gone.
Alright, let's get out of here. Nothing to be gained in here. Right, so we're going to go all the way back where we came in with the water right there. And now we're going to go the other way. Now if you hop in the water, water arrow, water arrows. There's another one. If you have trouble getting out, make sure that you're facing one of the little posts. And then if you can see it right down there, there's a little idol. So there's some loot. Alright, and we have another secret. Let's say right here. When we leave, we cannot come back this way. Well, you know, I suppose we could, but a mechanist will be down here. So we'll have to go a different way to get out. So the hardest part of this mission is not being able to knock anybody out. And that there's a zillion guards. Oh, this is good. He's walking away. But we gotta hurry. And we'll come in here. Let's see if he goes to that door. If he does, I'm gonna put out that... Great. I'm gonna put out that torch. Listen real carefully.
Okay, let's take it from the top. What happened?
Well, my servant Genevieve is missing. Now, she had no reason to run away. I treated her like my own daughter. Who will take care of me now?
Ma'am, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you're drifting off the subject again. Just stick to the facts, please.
Are you going to help me or not? I'll have you know, I am a personal friend of Father Karras. He has a great deal of influence, you know.
So,
Where do you think all your fancy new devices
Genevieve,
I doubt he would...
who we helped escape in the first mission,
His friends.
that was her
I'm just trying to get to the bottom
boss,
of the problem
owner,
as quickly as I
whatever.
can.
Look,
The sooner we're
it's
done
a
here,
water
the sooner we
cooler.
can start looking for your servant.
Pun intended.
Why don't you calm down and collect yourself while I go over what we
There's
have
lots of
so far.
water arrows right there.
Sorry, officer.
And then we want to sneak up here. That's where it gets kind of tricky. There's a button underneath. Can you see underneath? See the red dot? That's the one you want to hit. Don't hit that one. That says alarm. Let's turn off this. Turn off that. And if we hurry, then we don't have to worry about people coming out over there.
Thou must attend the Mechanist Seminary and
Just leave that door open. No one's gonna care.
Is not for the eyes of the common man. What about maintenance for all these contraptions? I shamelessly insist that all information on our security systems be provided.
Alright, we want to make our way to the front desk, so let's look at the compass. Oh, no we're not. Okay. Looking at the compass. There we go. I'm facing east. And let's look at the map. So the map is very detailed. Oh, we went to the front desk. That's where we got those coins. So I want to make our way around. The hardest part to me is getting across here. So I want to make our way through here. And then this area is kind of tough. I want to get into there. And then over here by the main office. And then into the barracks. And if I need to, I'll go back that way. Or I may just attempt to go across there. And then finally get this training room. And we're going to try to get most of the first floor done. If not all the first floor done. Before we attempt the rest.
How
Put
come
that
we
out.
gotta pull guard duty? Couldn't the mechanist just put more of those mechanical eyes around the place?
Because we can't be shut off as easily, you tafford.
What I see there, a lead that's better than
I
sitting watching
should have closed that door.
We'd be enforcing it. Gold is gold. Don't matter if it's coming from Reuben.
We're going to go this way. And go boink. And boink. Now you have to be careful because like I said, there are guards everywhere. Peek through the door. Sometimes the little doorway, entryway, sometimes those are great spots where you're in total shadow. But if you step into the room, you're all lit up. So if you are starting to panic, try to hit a door frame and you might make it okay.
Wonder what that noise was.
Guess I could use some target practice.
Right, so here we are at the target range. And we're gonna aim for the bullseye on the littlest one. I didn't see if that was too high or too low. That looked too low. And that opens up this door, but only temporarily. Of course, you could just come up here and hit the button on the bullseye. Like that. We'll grab these, even though can't use them this mission. There we go. That's going to automatically close. More water. Noisemakers, moss, more water. Yeah, see, there it goes. And then as far as I know, we're kind of trapped in here, except for this door. Door frame. This is a great little hideaway. Great little hiding place. if you need it. I think that door goes outside.
Just rats again.
Alright, the next room we want to go into is the main office, which is right in here. There's a couple more secrets in here and a little tiny bit of loot, not a whole lot. So we have all these desks. There's a water arrow. A list of crimes. Notice a number of them were paganism, which plays into the story. Here's a letter. Ma. There's some loot. Here's another book. Again, more crimes. Right, so there's 2 secrets in here. Let's see if we can find... I know where one is for sure. The other one I kind of usually have to search around for. I want to go ahead and hit it before I forget it. Did I run past it? I did. Right there on this post. Opens a little door into the hall. And then, if you look on this wall, which is near that same post, up at the top there are grates up there. Like there and there, right? So what we want to do is get down here. We'll try to do this without being seen, because that will ruin it. If you look, there's a switch right there next to that grate. Guess what it does? So let's put a rope arrow. Oh, how did I miss that? This is great. Alright, so we're going to stick a rope arrow. You want to kind of go for the very edge up here. He said it's very hard to get into. We'll go ahead and jump up there and open it. But we're not going to go this direction yet. Found a secret. Alright, let's go up here in the shade. Now let's stay in the shade. Now it's going to say shadow. In the shadow. And we're facing south. That's down here. So that's good. We want to hit all these rooms. Oh, hello. These two are very antsy. Especially when you go to try to put out water arrows. I mean, put out the torches. They get very grumpy. So you gotta make sure they're really far away before you do that. Alright, way back here in the corner. Stuck. There it is. Flash bomb. Right, I have to wait for them to go by, so I'll speed this up.
How am I supposed to see what I'm doing?
locker room.
I should be able to find something in here.
You'd think so. The noisemaker arrow is in this last one, but somehow I picked it up through the other locker. But that's okay. Need some of those, that's good. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, you know, these are police footlockers, so it's not like they're going to be loaded down with cash. Unless this is some fantasy world where the police actually get paid more. I think this is just a bathroom, a couple of potties, a sink, and a water arrow. That's good. We're gonna need it. Hope they're not here. There's 3. Okay, what I would like to do, I'm honestly confused a little bit and somewhat worried because there was a third guy there who I've never seen before, so this could be a major problem. There's another secret passage. Oh, this could be very bad. Okay, I did see that guy before. Where are we? Oh, we're way far away from where I thought we were. Alright. I guess I'm gonna go across this way. If you lean against the door, you can hear better.
What's there?
Oh dear. Yeah, see that? That's the problem right there. I may be in big trouble. That person's patrolling. We've broken up the patrol, which is going to make this even more difficult. Map? No map. Yeah, it's a problem. Alright, let's just get out of here. Just quickly go out and shut the door. Alright, we need to put out all these.
What's over there?
It's nothing.
Who's noising about then?
Bob. It was Bob. So, you can exit when you're done. How did I miss? You can exit right through that gate because we turned off the cameras to the front door earlier. That's not the way I'm going to go, though. Oh, hello. Pretend you don't see me. Nice. Oh. Okay.
Nobody better be taffing around down here. Oh, you get no medals for false alarms.
Oh, and so there should be... Yeah. Alright, so we should be right across from the training room. And back here in the back, we need this rope arrow. But more importantly, give that torture twist. Sound like I said torture twist. Kind of darken it up because we'll have to get out of here. Alright, and we have opened up a secret passage up on the level above us. We just gotta be able to safely stick an arrow up there. There goes one. That was really close. Those guys seem to hear really well sometimes. Alright. Let's save it while we're kind of safe. And then up here, you see this weird gear thingy? And welcome to the police chief's...
Not so secret anymore, is it?
We've heard that line before. They recycled that from the first one. But this is the police chief's office on the second floor. Right above the fireplace are two things that you want to get. And then you can see there's stacks of coins on his desk. 1, 2, 3. This one, some kind of schedule. Talks about Lieutenant Mosley becoming an inconvenience. Not arresting the pagans like she's supposed to. And Hagan, who has no problems with the pagans. And then a note from Hagan saying, need to pay attention to Warden affairs. That they are being sus. And they are. Sort of. We'll go there eventually. Alright. This is all we're going to do right now. With his office. In fact, we won't come back to his office. But those are secrets that we needed to get all the secrets anyway. Alright, getting down from here is kind of a trick. So I'm going to maybe throw a moss arrow right there. And then see if I can... That didn't go as planned. I want that arrow back. Okay, that works. Alright. Now, I do want to go up to the second floor, but not in a conventional way. So I want to go back to the mess hall. Which is going to be north from where I'm at.
That's how we cleaned up those cesspools of filthy tappers. Every one of them you're buying or selling. Cut you through as soon as I look at you. I ain't bought or something. It's the best thing for me.
So I'm coming out here, so I need to go west, or to my left, and then north. Oh no.
When do we go after the real killers?
So their path, they go all the way down the hall to the right. They come back and they take this hallway, and then they go down to the left, and then they walk the length of the hallway again. There's got to be a torch, like right here, right next to me. And that makes this area tricky. Very, very tricky. It'd be easier if they were clumped together, but they're not. I thought about going for it. I probably should have gone for it. What? No. I'm dead.
Think that was anything to worry about?
What?
Probably just right. What
I
was
see
that?
you, Rogue.
Rookie. I'll turn you up soon enough.
Alright, let's try again. What I think I'm gonna do is let the first one go by, and then go past me this way, and then make a run for it when the second one goes by. Alright. That's good. Alright, here we are back in the mess hall. Let's grab this bread, since I fell down and hurt myself. That didn't help any. Right, and oh wait, a carrot. Or was it an orange knife? And I want to go in here. There we go. And this is a lift that will take us to the second floor. Maybe the quietest elevator in Thief. Alright, we want these gold candlesticks. And here's where things become more complicated. Now we're on the second floor. So we'll plop that there. Guards with intersecting patrols. And whoop. I wanted that. Alright, now we need to... Now we're gonna get caught.
Who's over there?
There's nobody over here.
Oh, you get no medals.
I promise. Alright, what I would like to do is take a right before that person turns around. Go way back here to the back. Whew. There's a vase.
Just my imagination, I suppose.
Okay, let's try to put this out.
Didn't sound like rats this time.
Okay. Between Mosley and Warden affairs, every thief in the city is out of business. Used to try to stop crime by arresting the thieves. There's a ring on that back table. There's nothing interesting in the trash. We're gonna go straight across the hall because it is not locked. I should have gone. Words. Truart going into a brothel. A lot of the cops don't trust Hagan. Why you would leave that in your journal, you know, on your desk at work, I'm not really sure.
quick.
Here's where we're gonna attempt something crazy.
Over there. What's over there?
These have to be picked. But what I'm gonna do instead is gently shoot a rope arrow up there. Get up close to the ceiling. Now remember, the gamma's turned way up so that you can see what's going on. I mean, it works for me also, but it does take some of the atmosphere out of it. And I'm just gonna let go.
Let's see what I can use against our Lieutenant Hagan.
Oh, we're in Hagan's office. I wasn't looking. You want this. His hanky. This guy loves Sheriff Truart and is frustrated that she does not follow his every order. Lieutenant Hagan, blah blah blah. Mosley's inability to handle the pagans, etc., etc. I've got a little bit of time. And this is Lieutenant Mosley's office. Mosley, I put you in charge of handling the pagans. I don't understand why your performance is faltered. There have been thefts from the evidence vault. Hey, we're going there. Etc. So that's the vault key, which we need. It's getting harder to protect our garden. If you go back and read that, it sounds a whole lot like Robin Hood. But anyway, we've got 2 moss arrows, 2 water arrows out of all that. We need to make our way further that way down the hall. So let's right down here. And what we're going to do is to stay on your left, and then that guy will hopefully not notice you. We need to scoot across into this next hall. Oh, hero. How many of these we got left? 7? That's plenty. Right, there's nothing in this office except under here. A bag of loot. Okay, we do need to go that way. But not right now. And I'm trying to backtrack as little as possible, because that just makes the video longer. I'm gonna let him go all the way down to the right and then come back to the left. Then I think we'll try to sneak past that guy that's pacing off in the distance there. I want to go back to the main office. I'm going to hug the wall here. And I'm going to save it, because he may notice me going down the stairs. Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's very good. Alright, where am I, and how do I get to the or the main office. So, oh man, I'm here. I guess we're just gonna go all the way around again. I'm gonna head north. We might make it. We won't make it. He's fixing to turn around. Come over here. Hello. Lionel Richie. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? It is. You just don't know yet. Right, so we want to get to the main office and that secret that we unlocked up there. Oi. Trapped in here with the brooms. I don't know how far he goes that way. So I'm just gonna step in this tiny shadow and hope for the best.
Hello?
Hello.
Show yourself.
No.
Just my imagination, I suppose.
Okay. Now, getting off of this rope arrow is kind of tough. You kind of want this to be about there, I think. I'm still on the rope arrow. Actually, I think I clipped into the wall. We'll start with this. There we go. Well, I sound like I know what I'm doing. But I don't. Maybe I can climb it. I did.
A hidden entrance.
Okay, Garrett has some of the dopiest quotes in this. Alright, there's another secret. There's nothing in this room with all these books, but right up here we have another room full of books. Right across from it is secure records. This is where we need to get on with our objectives. We get in secure records. Vault security can be disabled. 4026. I should write this down.
I should write that down.
Here's the vault. Just 4026. Done.
Now, on to the vault.
And so, Lady Von Vernon, frequent adulterer that they want to manipulate. Manny Ramstein, importer. I think we took some of his stuff in the last mission. Lady Von Vernon will come up later. Right. We are done here. Now. Now where do we go? We need to go back to the mess hall. And how many of these we got left? 4. That's plenty. We're going to go back to the mess hall so we can get back up to the second floor. We just need to figure out which way is the shortest way to the mess hall. And that's going to be heading north out of here and then west. So we want to go north and west. North is that way. He's coming this way, so we're going to step here into the interrogation room. There's no secrets or anything in this room, which is unfortunate.
Strange noises.
Alright, we need him to go past. Mess hall arrived. So now we're going to take the quiet elevator. Back upstairs. Oh. Hello. Just gonna sneak our way up there office by office. Okay. We want to put out that gas light.
Say again?
Nobody said anything. We'll run up here. Quickly toss rope into the ceiling. And moss on the floor. And up we go. And I'm just going to take my arrow out. Let's put this out too. Alright, this is Warden Affairs. Whatever that means. Still can't figure out who's robbing the third floor evidence vault. If it ain't us, then who is it? I know, but I'm not telling. There's another secret. I fobbed that little book right there.
Ah, a back door.
Ah, a back door. Now we're working our way to the evidence vault. What's our loot at? 989. I feel like we're missing some, but I don't know. No, put that away. If we need to, we can duck in these rooms. Alright, so in this, beyond that door, you can see there's a mechanist camera. We're going to make it so it's hard for the camera to see us. There's a guy on the other side. I don't know where he went. We're going to go for it. Put out this one. You know, if those are really gas burners, and I keep putting them out, shouldn't we all be dead? Alright, this is going to be a problem. I mean, it's not a big problem. It means we gotta wait. I'm going to slip in here. We need this person to go by. Oh, come on. They need to go on their route, which is all the way down there by the camera. Thought that camera saw me for a second. Alright, around here. Then we're gonna go poof. And we have a key to this. Now, this is where the keys get confusing. We need the cream colored key or off-white key. Right there. We're gonna go ahead and shut that behind us. Now, if you remember, the code was 4026. We need to throw down some moss.
And I better do this quick.
Okay, I'm gonna throw down some more moss. This is where you use the vault key. Right in the face. I do not know if these things are off on a timer or what. But we just want to grab everything. There's nothing up there on the shelf that you can't see. Looks like we got everything there. We got 1378. Y'all, we got all the loot. That's exciting because that's the first time. Oh, wait. That's not even while we're in here. We have to drop a personal item of Hagan's in the vault. Well, we picked up his hanky. Wave a hanky for Hagan. Here we go. Yes, I don't know if these will be quiet and still on a timer and then they come back, or I don't know. So 0, 0, 0, 0. Shut that door. Now we need to go back to Hagan's office. Oh, guard and camera. Okay, I'm surprised I didn't get hurt. Now the only good thing here is we're not too far from Hagan's office. Oh, that's my footprints. We're not alone.
Codes for things. Why do I have to say code 8 and really mean some guy punching some other guy? And the truth bites your head off. You say that 1.
It's about as gentle as I can do it. I wasn't even sure that arrow would make it to the ceiling. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it out. If you, woo!
Nobody better be taffing around down here. Oh well.
If you jump off the
Back to
ropes,
work.
you could land. Not totally in control of where you land. M-H. Alright, so we're back in Hagan's office. And we want to take that box we took out of the vault, which looked like this.
Time to go.
And you?
And he's right, it's time to go. If we can get back to the lounge, that's our way out. We're here. So we need to go down this way and to the right. Of course. Let's use this, because I'm about to get caught. Okay. Okay. And boink. And then we'll run over here to the well. And this is going to drop us in the underwater area where we started. Sort of. And we got to find the tunnels. Once you go in the tunnels, it should end. There we go. Whew. Alright, let's see. Hour and 40. 1 hour, 1 minute. Hey, that's great. Last time I did it was an hour and a half. Okay. Loot, 1378 out of 1378. Secrets found, 9 out of 9. Oh, I'm happy about that. So, thanks for joining me, and I will catch you next time with what I think is one of the hardest levels in this game. Definitely top 3 hard levels of this game. So, go have some fun, and I'll catch you next time.